Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going over the updated infographic from Yaphalla for the Illucia and the Dream Realm teams. Credit to Yaphalla once again. You guys can check out their Discord in the description of this video. Okay, there are a couple other teams though which are not on this infographic, which I definitely want to share with you guys. The first team I want to talk about is Yaphalla Flex team. In this there are no Celestial Hypogean heroes, so it doesn't need anything in order to run this comp. It is using Sinbad as a damage dealer, so if you have Sinbad Mythic Plus or above, you should try it. However, if you don't have Sinbad, you can replace him for Merrily in the same exact tile. That is also going to work as indicated by the infographic. This is a pretty solid team. The other team I want to talk about is if you only have Fresto as a Celestial Hypogean, then you should try to run Illucion's team, because Illucion's team is a bit of a better formation compared to Frosty's version in the bottom row, and it is getting up to 49 billion damage scores. Main Fresto in front of Mikola, Illusion in front of Kruger, and Sonya is going to be buffing up the Sinbad and the Mikola. And if you don't have Sinbad, again, you can replace him for Merrily in this comp. Yeah, and this is a good option as well. Okay, moving up to the top row, a Harak budget team is EBZ and Sibyl's team, only using Harak and Fresto. If you have both of these heroes built, you're going to get already a really good score in this boss, because this team is getting up to 55 billion damage. And it is doing the best with Kruger, because the Kruger physical defense debuff is a lot of value for this team comp. Sonya buffing up the Harak and the Mikola, and the main Fresto in front of Mikola, Illusion in front of Kruger. Okay, now moving on to Frosty's team in the top row, which is using the Twins and Rainier. This is a top performing team, and again, it is pretty free to play friendly, because if you have Rainier at Mythic Plus and you've been working on the Twins, you will be able to run this comp. However, there is another version of this comp which Raguto is running, and I will show you guys that. We'll do a run of it and see, maybe we could even break this score. That's what we're going to be trying to figure out. This is going to have Lila, the pink hair twin, in the front, Elijah, the blue hair twin, in the back. On the Stellar Bond are going to be Sinbad and Sonya, Kruger in the back, and Rainier position swapping the Sinbad, and with the Blade Summon artifact. Again, if you need to replace Rainier, he can be replaced for Mikola, and even Sinbad can be replaced for Merrily if need be. But this is a great team. Now, the other two teams that we have left here, Prince in Love and Frosty's top 1 team, these are the heavy pay-to-win teams. So out of these, the Frosty is the one which you should go for if you have all of those heroes built up. Main Fresto in front of Harak, Illusion right up in the frontmost position, and the Twins are going to be Elijah blue hair in the back, Lila pink hair in the front. On the Stellar Bond, Sonya and Sinbad with the Harmonic spell. Prince in Love's team, you can run it, for example, if you don't have Sinbad built, but you have these other Celestial Hypogeans like Fresto, Twins, and Harak. That is the only time I would really recommend Prince in Love, because Frosty's overall is getting a higher score, as you can see from the infographic. Okay guys, now with those teams recap out of the way, I want to show you the other teams that we're going to be testing for today. So here we have Raguto's team. He was using it at the Mythic level of Twins, Rainier at Mythic Plus. It definitely needs Rainier at Mythic Plus if you're going to try any Rainier-oriented team. But this one actually did the best for him by quite a large margin compared to all of the other teams in the infographic. Lila pink hair twin in the back, Elijah in the front, Sonya buffing up the Sinbad and the Mikola, and Rainier up front with the Blade Summon artifact. I'm excited to see how this is going to do, because if this is going to get over or close to 55 billion damage, then this is a great team that people can run instead of the version we just went over in the infographic, because that one with Jake's like also Paragon 4 pretty much account got 55 billion damage as kind of like the maximum score. So let's see what we can get here. But again, this is the thing, like, even if you look at these teams in the infographic, generally speaking, they are going to get you the top score depending on your options. But if you do a bit of experimentation, try to swap around different positioning, there's always some potential for you to get a new best team for your specific account situation. So looking at this, this is not going to be able to, 52.6 billion, potentially with some RNG, we would be able to get maybe 53, maybe 54. But like, realistically speaking, it is looking like the team in the infographic for the high level of accounts is going to do better. However, this one did better for like the Mythic Twins of Raguto, so this might be a good team to try if you have Rainier at Mythic Plus and you're working on your Twins. Even if your Twins are Supreme Plus, give the team a try. It might actually do well for you, but I think probably it is related to the fact that his twins are not Supreme Plus yet. That is probably why this is the top performing for him. But it is a great team to throw in there. It still did 52.5 billion damage. That is a great score. Now, this is another team which is really nice because it is not using Rainier. It's only using the twins. It is using Sinbad. Like we've seen from the infographic, we can replace Sinbad for Merrily, but it isn't as good. Sinbad is better. So if you have Sinbad built and you have just the twins, you can give this team a try. Lila pink-haired twin in the front, Elijah blue-haired twin in the back, Sonya buffing up the Sinbad and the Elijah, Mikola up in the front, and Kruger to the left of Mikola with the Blade Summon artifact. This is probably going to get a higher score than the previous team because twins are just... well, actually, the other team had twins too. But this team, I don't know. This is supposed to get a higher score than the previous team, so I want to see exactly how much it can do. Because if we could get, again, if we could get like 55 billion, it really shows you that you can replace the Rainier in that comp for Mikola. Because that's basically what this team is. Rather than running Rainier Mythic Plus, we're running Mikola. And we want to see, can it actually compete with that overall top performing team. But there is RNG in this boss. So like, these runs that I'm doing, it might not be a perfect like demonstration of the potential of a comp, but it should be around about the level that you can expect to hit. 54 billion, so this is good, right? 54 billion damage, just 1 billion damage less than the Rainier version by using Mikola. So I think this is a great team that you can run if you have these heroes built up. Okay, now guys, we're going to go for the overall top performing team, which is Frosty's team. The heavy pay to win team with the harmonic spell, main Fresser in front of Harak, Illusion up in the front, the twins Lila up in the front, pink haired, and Elijah blue haired in the back. On the Stellar Bond, Sonya and Sinbad, Sonya buffing up Harak and Sinbad. Yeah, this is like pretty much fully optimized. It has 7 bodies on the board, so like maximum uptime of our Harak for damage because the 7 different heroes will be transformed into a cat. Instead of Harak giving him more uptime. And also, of course, Harak eats the illusion of Feresto. Feresto resummons it. And so, like, this is literally the maximum number of units you can have on the field. And it will just come down to the timing of Harak's damage. That is the RNG factor of this Illucia boss. And you do not want the Harak to be transformed into a cat at all. Also, the number of ultimates that the Harak is able to get off before the match ends, that is also going to determine it. 58.8 billion, not bad, because the top score is around 60 billion. That is going to put us in the rank 2 position. So definitely we got pretty lucky on our first run. But now, guys, we're just going to do a bunch of skip runs and see whether we can get even higher than this. Okay, guys, I've done over 10 skip runs, and the highest score we've managed to get is 59.3 billion damage, which is not bad. But basically, it isn't even breaking the record that I set in the previous week. And so it is just going to be very RNG dependent. You will have to do a lot of runs in order to get your top score. And even then, it might not be possible for you to even beat like your previous best, assuming that you were above the level cap in the previous attack as well. Hopefully with all of the different teams that we talked about today, you will be able to get a top score with one of them, or maybe even if you had any changes to the formations which are working better for you, you can feel free to share them in the comment section. But I hope this video was helpful. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. If you guys are not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Let's hit it before the end of the season. Also, feel free to check out my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. We have a bunch of active members chatting about everything related to AFK Journey, so I look forward to seeing you guys there. But thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.